Okay, so we're going to be talking about this situation that happened in Dallas. In the last video, there was a customer who ended up taking out a robber. But in this video, it was a customer who ended up taking out a shoplifter. And he ended up getting charged. I'm going to go ahead and just play the video. Got my son here with me. He wanted to get in a video today. Come on, let's play this video. Let's play this. Oh, I gotta hear this too, Taj. I'm gonna have to play this on the speaker or something. Okay.
A Dallas man is charged with murder for shooting and killing an unarmed robber he believed was attacking two dollar store employees. Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes.
And I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock. After the shooting, he stayed on the scene, waited for the police to come and spoke with police. Dallas police tell us Kevin Jackson was legally carrying the gun he used to shoot and kill Philip Betts inside a Family Dollar on South Lancaster Road last night. He told police he was worried about the safety of the two female employees who were being attacked. Fox 4's David Santendry is live with a look at the murky legal situation surrounding this shooting. David.
Yes, Stephen, Heather, the murder charge raises questions about when witnessing a violent crime, when is it appropriate to step in and use deadly force? 47-year-old Kevin Jackson Sr. is facing a murder charge after Dallas police say he shot and killed a suspected shoplifter who was fighting two women working inside Family Dollar's Lancaster Road location in Oak Cliff Tuesday night.
And the murder charge is what fit the elements of the offense.
According to an arrest affidavit, a female assistant manager recognized Philip Betts as someone who frequently steals. She asked Betts to leave and to return stolen items from his coat.
He came into the store and he began to commit what we call theft offense.
According to the affidavit, Betts tried to leave with the items, but the woman took his backpack. Betts briefly stepped outside but returned, striking her multiple times with his fists. Another female employee intervened by spraying Betts with mace and trying to get him to leave.
They began.
I just want to say something. Like, if you're working at the dollar store, if you're working at the dollar store and you see somebody shoplifting, don't try to grab them up, because this is how things can escalate.
Began fighting.
Jackson, who police say is not connected to anyone involved, walked in and noticed the fight, and after watching for a moment, pulled out his firearm, told the women to move, and fired a single shot, which killed Betts.
Was that a...
Yo. Now, last time at the taco shop, the guy actually had a gun. Now, even though the gun was fake, he had a gun. This guy didn't even have a gun. He was just shoplifting. So an innocent bystander, hold on, buddy. You talking? You on. So the innocent bystander decides to shoot the shoplifter because he's fighting with the two girls. And his defense was, it looked like the girls needed my help. But the dude was shoplifting. And now the police are saying the crime doesn't match the punishment.
Is that a legal gun?
Yeah, it was a legal gun.
You know, just from looking at it, this guy was going about his business at the store and saw something that alarmed him, and he took action based on something that he really perceived was necessary at that time.
Former prosecutor, now criminal defense attorney Robert Rogers, who's not connected to this case, argues it may have been legal for Jackson to shoot Betts.
Based on the facts as I read them in this affidavit, I believe that's a clear robbery where the person is starting to use force to enable him to complete the offense of theft.
Dallas police confirm it labels the initial offense as a robbery. Jackson, who does not have a criminal history, according to Fox 4's search of court records, waited for police to arrive. He agreed to an interview at headquarters. He said he was concerned for the safety of the two women and aimed for Betts' leg. It's unclear where Betts was hit.
Then it's going to be up to a grand jury to decide whether they believe self-defense applies clearly, or if they believe there's probable cause that it doesn't apply and that it should go to trial.
According to the affidavit, surveillance footage shows Betts running toward the door while being hit by both women before Jackson told them to move and shot Betts.
Just know that at the time of the shooting, there were no imminent danger for a deadly force confrontation, not just one.
A Family Dollar employee who tells Fox 4 he cannot speak on camera says plywood replacing windows on the business highlights previous burglaries, adding people regularly shoplift. And
did y'all hear what the cop said? There was no imminent force danger that justified, you know, a fatal shooting. Let me play that again, those words, his exact words. That's important.
bets.
Just know that at the time of the shooting, there were no imminent danger for a deadly force confrontation, not just one.
There was no imminent force danger for a deadly confrontation. So if the guy's shoplifting, he punched a woman, even though that's bad, and someone could get hurt really severely from punching someone, a fist isn't imminent force danger. It's like, okay, you got a fist. That's not justification to pull out lethal force, was the cop is saying. Now at the taco shop, on the other hand, the dude had a gun. They thought the gun was real, so they thought he might have started shooting. But this is different. So it sounds like he's probably gonna end up fighting, copping out to a manslaughter, because this sounds crazy.
A Family Dollar employee who tells Fox 4 he cannot speak on camera says plywood replacing windows on the business highlights previous burglaries, adding people regularly shoplift and there are many safety concerns. Some customers agree.
That same reason is why I stay inside after dark. People get kind of desperate when they want to get their stuff.
No weapons were found on Betts, according to police, but they do tell us those stolen goods were found on him. As for Jackson, he is in the Dallas County Jail. His bond amount is set at $100,000. Steve, Heather, back to y'all.
So now he got to come up with 10%, $10,000, because he decided to be a dollar store hero. And I understand you want to help the woman, but probably should have just jumped in and tried to fight. If that was the case, you're not supposed to pull that gun out. There was no danger. Shoot, and the guy ended up, I think he said the guy ended up dying. He said he aimed for the leg. He said he only shot once, so it wasn't like the guy at the taco shop where he shot the guy while he was down, or he shot the guy 10 times, but there was no reason for the guy to pull out. It doesn't sound like it was a good enough reason for the guy to pull out his gun. I hope he beats the case. I mean, if I was on the jury, I'd say not guilty of, dang, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't want to speak too much on it, but it was a case that caught my attention because I think about this all the time. What would I do if I'm carrying and it's a hero situation happens? I think I'm gonna just mind my business, and this is why you should mind your business, because now he's in jail trying to get bonded out because he wanted to be a dollar store hero, and that's when keeping it real goes wrong.